So learning target 4 is pulling together a couple of big name definitions. We're looking at the difference between atomic number, average atomic mass, and then mass number of an isotope. We started our unit with the definitions of atomic number and atomic mass. Both of those can be found within the periodic table square. One is represented by a whole number, while the other is represented by a decimal. Atomic number is representing the number of protons found in the atom's nucleus. It's found right there on the periodic table as a whole number. And again, that's because we can't have a decimal representing the number of protons. I can't have 0.934 of a proton. Can't slice something off and call it good. The number of protons has to be a whole number. So I'll always locate that right there in the periodic table square. Average atomic mass is our other number here on the periodic table. Average atomic mass represents the average of all isotopes or varieties of that element. So if I'm looking again at lithium up here, there's many different masses that lithium can come in, and so the 6.934 is looking at the average of all of those. Where can it be found? Found on the periodic table as a decimal. Right? And again, because it's a calculation. Now my final number here, mass number of an isotope, is looking at one specific version. So while average atomic mass is looking at a calculation of all of them, mass number is looking at one specific. So looking at the mass of one particular isotope. And here's what's tricky about this one is it cannot be found on the periodic table. It's known by adding up two specific particles, protons and neutrons, and just like our proton number, it needs to be whole. So this will always be given by Ms. Chumley or your teacher as you are doing different calculations, or you can calculate it by adding up your protons and neutrons.